Hello and welcome, my James Mandolare YouTube pals, to another Jamer plays Sid Meier's Civilization VI, The Gathering Storm by Firaxis Games as Rome and Julius Caesar. And there he is, our great man from history. Conquering general, always fought right in the front lines with his troops. Major master of military tactics. His legions built forts and walls and bridges and fortifications. The famous battle against the Gauls at Alesia, where they surrounded the city, as they were wont to do. They did the same thing to Jerusalem. They surrounded it with a wall and starved the city. But while they were doing that, the Gauls outside the city were gathering around the city too, and they surrounded the Romans who had surrounded the city. So, of course, Julius Caesar and his legions just built another wall and fortifications around the outside of the wall and fortifications they already had built to defend them from the outside as well as from the city. And they ended up winning the battle. Guy was, he was a prodigy, a genius, of course, the great man. And he founded for millennium this elitist fallacy of the great man that could lead us and save us from all that we don't want to really deal with about our culture and about ourselves. The shadow side. I've written my series of novels about the dark side of God, the feminine side of divinity. That's what my World of Wonders, Celestion, is all about. Check it out on Amazon, Kindle. But right now, Roman Empire joins the world stage. From humble beginnings, you have shown remarkable growth. Leave your bronze for iron and rule with horse and sword. The sky above begins to reveal its secrets, a collection of heaven that uplifts our hearts and guides us to foreign shores. Hail, Caesar, general, patrician, and dictator of Rome. Your people and your ambition call to you across the ages. The die is cast, and let none stand against your vision, whether they be your bitter foes or your closest friends. There's a pale imitation of the great Sean Bean, a melodramatic, overacted version that I am prone to do because I'm just having fun. I'm not a professional. Don't mean to be. Just like to have fun. Funny accents and funny voices. Spent hours with my friends in my college years and the years after with my brother Jack, throwing the dice and talking in funny voices. All we needed was a 20-sided dice and our imaginations and our songs and our poems and our beliefs and our ideas and the geography of Celestion to play on, and the characters and people and principalities that we created with our creative friends. And we made a whole world. In the years after that, I translated that into an ongoing series, actually, of novels. Check it out. Anyway, instead of working hard on my novels for the past 5 years, I've been working hard on learning how to play this game. And I haven't yet learned how to play it, obviously, but on king level with exaggerated wonders, we're just going to have a fun game. And, hey, that doesn't mean it's a guarantee we're going to win. Things can happen in this game. That's the fun of it. No two games are alike. You never know what you're going to get. And sometimes, even on the easiest difficulty, just like in chess, sometimes, even though I've been playing for, all my life, really, I still mess up. I still lose my queen. It happens. I didn't see that. You make the beginner mistakes. It doesn't matter how accomplished you are at anything. Sometimes you hit the wrong note on the guitar. You know what I mean? So there it is. Anyway, it's all part of the learning process and how to deal with it all. It's not easy. 4 turns for horseback riding. Yeah, you didn't think it was easy, did you? What about mathematics, huh? We could get a whole diplomatic quarter, another district we can build. The wonderful Petra wonder. We can't get it because we don't have any desert. It's a desert wonder. Shipbuilding might be nice. We can get a quadrireme. They got some extra buildings like the warehouse and the arsenal. It's kind of like an encampment district for your navy, which is cool. That's part of the Sucratax Oceans mod, I think, that expands these kind of harbors and harbor buildings. I want some engineering for sure, so I want all of these. Got to get iron working. Yeah, I got 20 iron. I could get iron working. But I'd like to get an iron mine first, and that means the mission number 1 for Rome at this stage in her development toward being the mightiest empire the world has ever known is to take over the city-states, and in this era we hope to unify completely the Italian peninsula, and incidentally we can also get an iron mine right here, get the boost for iron working, and then crank out some legions to take over the world, as Caesar did. He recruited legions, and that was the base of his power, was militant power. Also, he was savvy about courting the populace, the rabble in Rome, even though he was from one of the most revered and wealthiest and most ancient families in Rome. He played the populist game quite well because he was generous, and there's some hint in history that maybe the guy had a heart. He wanted things to be better, and so of course they killed him. Okay, now I'm kind of gathering trying to be subtle, but I'm kind of gathering some forces here to consider repeating our triumph in the south, in the north, by taking over Bologna, taking those lands for Rome, and then continuing to advance upon Venice and take Venice for Rome, and then complete the phase of city-state takeover by possibly, although it's not 100% necessary, since we got the best tiles already, we could take over Geneva, or we just hem it in by settling over here, which is what we're going to do. But I think it might be good to take it. Make it Rome. Now, this warrior is not a scout. He's a warrior, okay? He's doing a great job scouting down there, but I'd like to get him to come home. He is a warrior, after all. He's not just a traveler. He's not just a scout. Now, we do have a scout. He's done his scouting up here. He's just got one little bit of land to check out here, just so we know the whole typography, one little spot. Then he's going to come south and check out the Portuguese, try to get their cities and the Spanish cities and see what they're all about, just like he did with the Gauls. Here we have gorgeous Gorgo coming to visit with one of her, it looks like a levied warrior. And, the Greeks are quite powerful. They might foolishly think they can compete with the might of Rome and try to take over Rome, but they would be fools to do so, especially if they try now, and we're kind of in a bit of a weak position. We only have warriors still, and we need to get that iron, and we got a long way to go and a long campaign to fight to get it. And the sooner the better we can do it, but because we can't really upgrade our warriors, without iron. And so we do have 20 iron, but it's not enough to boost iron working, because you got to boost iron working by making an iron mine. The only iron in the whole Italian peninsula is right here. Nobody owns it yet. And be nice to settle up there if I could, but I don't think there's any place to settle because these city-states have taken up all the area. I mean, I could settle up here, but I don't think that would do it. Maybe. I'm thinking about it. I mean, I got mountains I could aqueduct to, but look how constricted that is up there. Better to take over Bologna, right? 1, 2, 3. Bologna could do it, and then it'd be mine. So instead, we'll expand and claim this land out here by settling maybe 2 cities. I mean, I could settle up here, get all that and those volcanic tiles, right? And then settle down here and get all this. And maybe even settle this whole basin down here. I think I'll do that. I'll take a chance and I'll send him up there. He's got a warrior to protect him and scout for him, so we'll do that. We're going to just fortify here and here. For now, we're gathering our forces. We're going to make some stronger units. They're still early units, the chariot and the spearmen. They're a little bit stronger than the warriors. And if we could crank out a few of those with the power of Rome, the capital, it's got some production, so takes 3, 4, and 5 turns, something like that, to crank out these. So we have 20 turns before we'll have a new upgraded military. Like I said, we're going to settle up here in this area, so I'll put my warrior out there. There's nobody around, so I think my good old skill is just fine. I mean my settler. What am I saying? Skill. I meant settler. Now, for adjacency purposes and that, I think we can go south with him to hook up with these guys. He's in our territory to heal. Archers coming over. Excellent. Gotta have archers. Alright. One thing I'm missing in our military we're spitting out is archers. I'm just going to take a little walk there just to get that truffles and see what's going on there. I'm done with that. I'm going to come back. We're leaving the east unexplored. We should probably buy ourselves an archer. An archer? What am I saying? We should buy ourselves an archer. That's an excellent idea. But I meant to say scout. My brain's getting old. I misspeak sometimes. I say different things that I don't mean. It happens. You know what I mean? I don't think that I'm, getting dementia or anything. But, you got to face the facts that, the old brain just ain't what it used to be. And it's okay. That's what the universe likes. It likes that. Oh, we got archers coming out. What am I talking about? We got an archer there. We got an archer there. Another archer. Yeah, we're archered up. Let's see. This archer is there. We're going to get some more archers. We got this spearman coming out. And you can see our queue there. An archer coming out next after this spearman. So that's good. Like I said, though, it might behoove us at this point to kind of get the archers forward here. Warrior, spearman, another spearman, and a chariot, definitely. And maybe spearman, chariot instead of warriors. That's a word. I said spearman, man. Spearman. Oh, I see. It just puts it in the last one. You move it up. Spearman, chariot. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I like that better. Let's spam the archers, as they say. And what can we purchase? Let's see. Would I say we were going to purchase out here? That would be good. A scout's only 120. And I want to check out the east. So yes, that's what I meant. That's what I wanted. That's what I did. That's what I got. Now, Ostia has made its monument. Let's see what... We still have Anansi out here, who's an excellent hero, because he just cranks out the science and the culture. How many turns for Anansi up here? 12 turns for Anansi. 12 turns for Anansi up here. There are other heroes that are great, Beowulf and others, but Anansi helps you with your science big time. He's a thief. He goes out and steals science and culture. I'd like to get him. Also like to get that campus. Okay, let's queue it up. We'll Anansi it up here. I don't want to lose him to some other culture. And we'll put him here and with the put the old campus on hold for a hero. And we'll wait for another hero for Ostia to dedicate themselves to when he comes out. Because Maui's okay, but I'd like one of the more militant heroes like Beowulf if he happens to pop out. We're going military here, but let's look and see. And it's going to need a wonder. It doesn't have a wonder of its own. It does have Vesuvius, of course, so it's kind of covered on wonder situation. Looks like its population is good, but it doesn't need housing. It doesn't have any districts, and like I said, it's got a +4 campus right next to the volcano. And I wonder if I put it there, if it will stop this graduation of yields. Will the yields continue to grow if I put a district on that square right there? I think it will. So I'm not going to do it. I don't want to stop those yields, so I'm not going to put it there. I'm going to put it somewhere else. It is our desire to try to catch up to the Gauls a little bit. I got a +2 here, but it's got woods on it, so I think, as usual, in any new city, we're going to want to have a builder here. And that's what we're going to have. A builder. Very good. Okay. This guy's sort of scouting around for this settler. He's finally getting out here. Oh, he's got to go back all the way like that now? Oh, this guy's blocking me. This fool. Come on, man. You know what that's going to mean? Well, that's kind of a neat way to go. Really, be fun to settle right here and mess up the Gauls big time. Solidify my northern position quite good. You got to make these might be better here actually than there. I don't have to worry about the Spaniards. Look at this stupid guy. We'll just have to stop you and just sit there for a minute. Stupid. Damn. It's just that Geneva Warriors plugging up the way out there. It's only one square. It's got me in a bind. My settler's being stalled, and I don't like that. He's coming back to join up his buddies here so we can have the adjacency. Bring my archer in and forward. Hope for those other archers soon to come out. Once the spearman is done. 3 turns. No, look at that yield right there on that square. What is that? What's going on here? 4 culture. Why? Why does it have 4 culture? That's crazy. Oh, it's next to this. Next to this, Wunda. Maybe that's why. 4 culture? That's great. 31 culture. Cooking. 3 times the culture of anybody else in the game. You might want to go for a cultural victory, you know? They are fun. They are fun. I don't want to give my envoys any of these chumps, and it looks like I saw up there. I don't know if I mentioned it in the previous episode, but we did see. He's going to heal up. Pop that guy out. We did see that Brussels was taken by the Gauls. Okay, that finally moved out of my way. Thank you very much, you bunch of warriors out there. Okay, we're going to fortify for now until we can gather our forces. Okay, we're going to move around here. And I think that before they get walls, we got plenty of forces. As I gather them, I kind of notice we got plenty of them. And this guy can come back. Doesn't look like there's that much trouble. And besides, the scout can scout as the scout shall scout. He's scouting around out there. That's what he's supposed to do. I'm going to come up here and define this empty space in case there's a barb camp in there. Could be. Be nice to find a barb camp we could take advantage of about now. It's okay. We're good. We're getting a Nanzi in 11 turns. That's sweet. Some good production up there. Till we send up a builder and got to get that wine up in that city. I do believe that if we do improve this wine and this wine, we can make a product here that gives us a 20% cultural boost, and we're already getting all this culture from the Matterhorn. So let me check here. We got this holy site. Now it says we're getting +5 faith from the holy site, which is good, but it doesn't say we're getting those other yields that come of culture that come from this. Getting +4 science from this. Well, I guess the benefits you get from your districts are increased, but you nullify the districts, the yields on the district from the wonder, I think. I'm not sure. Okay, he's coming down, coming over. They're going to meet up. I'm conflicted. I'm not sure. I wish I had another settler to devote to the cause. Alrighty. Maybe. Just sit there. I got a trade route that's going through there. Might want to just kind of guard that road for the impending declaration of a war that we shall soon declare. I declare, we shall declare. Where am I going to settle? Am I settling right here to kind of put off, save me from Spain? Should I settle here to save me from Spain? Because Spain can settle up here, through here. I would not want that to happen if I put a city right here on this hill. It'll deter Spain, but then it'll leave this open to settlement by the Gauls. I think that's a risk I'll have to take. And I'll try to get another settler up here and leave that scout up there to just kind of stop any kind of silly shenanigans from going on by the Gauls up there. If the settler should come up, at least I'll know it. I'm going to declare war on Bologna just because I can. Now, this trade route is being protected, so I don't think they can pillage it. I can hit that warrior a bunch of times. Hit him with the old warrior there. Hit him with the slinger. Hit him with... Yupperdoodle. And I'm going to run up here right next to the city, past that archer if I can do it. Might have been dumb. I'm going to run up. We're going to advance now that he's all healed. And we're going to just keep on pumping out military units to help us in the cause. There goes our trader to safety. You want my 20 iron, and you know what? You can just, keep on a-wishing, because you're not getting it. You don't want open borders, so... As I said, I do apologize, but I don't really like that guy. And I'm the Lord of Rome, in its early age, here in the classical era, and if I don't... Ooh, another archer. My poor... Don't kill my scout. History is the version of the past events that people have decided to agree upon. Napoleon Bonaparte. There's an interesting person in history. I'm sorry, I gotta take another break. I'll be right back.